Damn. By the time it starts, we're gonna be on.
Yo, hey, people. We back it's Wednesday. By the way, it's official Friday. We're not having a show. Y'all enjoy your 4th of July.
Okay.
However, today, we're going to talk about Crocodile Alley.
Specific down that Florida? Is that what we're talking about, y'all?
We're going to talk about down in Florida with the Gators.
With them damn Gators. Shit.
Where Bobby Boucher at?
Mama said them Gators got all them teeth because they're ornery.
There's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with you, Medulla oblongata. Look. I don't know whether or not they meant to do this or not, but I have a suspicion they did.
Yeah.
This has to be one of the biggest trolls, and I mean it. He's done some before, but this one, Trump, you outdid yourself, bro. You outdid yourself with this one.
Mm-hmm.
This is the biggest troll you've ever done. Alligator Alcatraz, bro. Come on, man. Hate him all you want, but the man knows how to troll.
Hey,
He knows how to troll.
It's getting all the right people on social media riled up. It's hilarious.
I love it.
If y'all can't kick a joke, then I don't know what to say with y'all. Am I for it? Yes. 100%. See, this is what you call nature taking care of things. I thought y'all were all about the environment. This is climate control at its best.
Wouldn't it also be on top of Darwinian evolution? Because if you try and escape there, I mean,
we care about the environment so much that we're going to use the environment to secure things.
Basically.
Come on, man. We were going to do that Friday, but then we thought, you know what? One, they're not worth it, first of all. Secondarily, man, we need a break, bro. Like,
yeah.
It's 4th of July. Hang out with your fam. You know, do what the liberals don't want you to do. Enjoy the fact that America exists.
And celebrate hard, too. I mean, hard.
We're going to take a tour, a 3-hour tour. We're going to take a tour of Alligator Alcatraz, everybody. Enjoy.
It's got your cages.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Your cots.
Well done.
This is like cribs.
It is.
Yeah.
You get a bed? You mean you actually get a bed?
Huh. Yep. And a pillow.
And a pillow, too. Yeah. Yes, Neo. For the liberals that will come in later, suck it. We are happy that this is happening. The only thing missing that would make this even better would be people in there. Like Abrego. If Abrego was in there, we'd be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Garcia. Abrego Garcia, please be in here. A human zoo? No, not really. It's a swampland prison. Is what it really comes down to.
It's a detention center, guys.
Detention center. Yes. One road in, and you can't run. You can't hide. Oh, but they have scenery though. It's pretty out there.
It's swampland. Like
swampland.
you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna enjoy the vast panoramic wildlife nature, views of.
I wouldn't mind living out in the swamp like that. I mean, I don't like alligators, but they're yummy. I've eaten alligator before.
Yeah. I lived in swampland for a little while in the swamps of Georgia. It's not that bad. A lot of mosquitoes, though.
Yeah.
I don't care about mosquitoes. They don't bite me, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, they tore me up. I was looking like a dang alien in the back of my head.
Cat, dog, raggedy.
Just knotted up.
No, I went down to Louisiana on the coast, and they have, mosquitoes are like flies out there, like birds. They're big.
Yeah.
And the wife she did not want to go out. I'd be standing out there, and they'd just be going, they wouldn't touch me. Like, I don't know if they just don't like my blood or what, but they hate me. That's the tour. It's a beautiful, big, beautiful, a lot of gators. You escape, you're getting eaten. Okay, you taste like chicken or tacos. You're gonna get eaten. Gators,
that's part of the speech.
Tacos. Come on, big beautiful tacos, free of charge.
Oh man, can you imagine someone trying to escape and like literally run into them gators?
What?
And they just say, just let them go. Just let them go. One less person we have to worry about and feed the gators. We'll give it back to Mother Nature.
Now I'm just concerned at the angle that the left will take this. If they lose one prisoner because he decided to get frosty and test the gators.
Well, they're comparing it to Auschwitz. That's
of course they are.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
That's what liberals do. They always go to the extreme.
Auschwitz, huh? I think what they meant to say is it's compared to Auschwitz, then they're getting bit. I mean, that'd be the only similarities is if you step outside and a gator bites you. Ouch! That'd be it. I could see you doing that. That's the only similarity that you could have to anything sounding like Auschwitz. Okay.
Until the gator does a death roll, then you're done.
Then you're done.
There's no escaping that.
That'd be the death march. That would be their death march.
Hey, you know what they should do is like when they all get there, you put them in front of like a gator swamp, a gator pit, and throw something in there, and just watch how fast it eats them up.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, they're gonna go.
Y'all might think we're torturous, but mind you, this is the facility for criminal, like violent criminal folks, not just random kids just getting tossed in there. We're talking about the criminal element of the illegals. Okay. So
like Garcia.
Before you have a sympathy on them, don't have sympathy on them.
Because they wouldn't have sympathy on you.
No, they deserve that. Whatever it is they get.
Yep.
I would take it one step further. This is just me. Y'all can call me torturous if you want, but I've had time to think about it. Okay. I would indeed give all the guards a outfit where they couldn't get stung by mosquitoes, but fill the entire place with mosquitoes.
Yeah, I would do this. I would dress.
I'd do it.
I would do this.
That'd be brilliant.
I would dress all the guards in Squid Games uniform.
Oh,
like Squid Game, and play that song the whole time. Be my, the
whole time. Oh my god!
And they just walk around. Yep, and they'd be like, "Oh shoot!"
Look, y'all might think I'm mean, but if you coming over here to kill folks, what do you want me to feel for you? Sorry? No, I'm not gonna feel sorry for you. If you come over here with the intent of harming people because you crazy and you like violence, fight somebody your own size, like a mosquito. Fight them. I will put you up against somebody you should be able to beat. A mosquito is small, right? So I'm giving you the size advantage first off. But you also ain't gonna get no sleep, and you're gonna be itching the entire time. You're gonna want to go to them gators. Florida mosquitoes, you've seen them things? Have y'all seen Florida? Look, I've been down to Florida. Them mosquitoes are birds. I'm telling you now. I have seen some things in my lifetime. And I've been to the South. I lived in the South. I've been to Arkansas. I've been to Georgia. Been to Louisiana. Not a one of them can beat a Florida mosquito. They can't. A Florida mosquito could almost body slam you. They are different. Look, you hit them, and they look at you like, what are you trying to do? Like, what was that supposed to do? They'll stand you. Let's look at you like, man, I'm eating, man. Stop. Set them things out there.
I wonder if mosquitoes and them gators have turf wars.
Jeez.
They got a truce. The gators are like, hey, don't mess with us, man. We know, gators are scared of those mosquitoes. They're like, hey, we don't even mess with them.
Man,
the mosquitoes out there just gang banging on them gators. Cuz the skeeter country, cuz.
I don't understand it, man. I don't understand why people are feeling bad for these people, but I get it.
Why?
Well, I could tell you why. Because they themselves are exactly the same. They're vile.
And vile.
That's them. This is the song that you be playing in the background the whole time. That's what you play the whole time, just on repeat.
But it's got to be in Spanish.
Yeah, what you play in Spanish? Yeah.
But it's got to be. It shouldn't it be in multiple languages?
Yeah, every language you can: English, Spanish, Portuguese, you name it.
Yeah.
So let's read some definitions of this so-called what you call
concentration
it?
camp.
Concentration camp. Let's see what they say it is. Okay. Alligator Alcatraz is an immigration detention facility in Florida, erected in the Dade-Collier Training and Transition Airport inside Big Cypress National Preserve. Announced June 2025 by State Attorney James Uthmeier, and championed by Ron DeSantis. It's located in the Everglades west of Miami. The compound is designed to relieve pressure on federal immigration jails to housing up to 5,000 detainees in a remote area surrounded by alligators, python-filled.
Holy shit!
Python-filled land, bro. Pythons too?
Oh my God!
I wonder. It alludes to both the reptile population and the former maximum security Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary of San Francisco Bay.
Oh my God!
Wow.
How many alligators are actually in the Everglades? I'm pretty sure they know. Do we know that number? Just imagine alligators and pythons.
The response is DeSantis argued the facility will help immigration and customs enforcement and local jails cope with the federal detention policy, while some Democratic legislators questioned the necessity of emergency powers. Y'all didn't have no problem with emergency powers when the wet potato wasn't there. Anyway, calling the project an overreach and environmental risk. Hold on.
Wait, what?
What's the risk of alligators being fed? I thought y'all liked them. You didn't want no wildlife being encroached on. We're not encroaching. In fact, we're helping the environment by giving the environment something to do.
It's called a symbiotic relationship. Bro, 200,000 alligators estimated in Everglades.
Look, can you imagine one of the gators popping up at the door and a detainee tries to open it, and the gator looks at him and says, "We are venom."
I got on my
no. I'm gone, man. I'm not staying here. Some critics have categorized the facility as though it was an Auschwitz make-alike and a Nazi concentration camp, and some referring it to Alligator Auschwitz. The facility announcement led to the boost in the campaign contribution to the state Republicans, and then sale of Alligator Alcatraz merchandise. Yeah.
Hey,
there it is.
That's a good T-shirt design.
I think I might use the one we use for the thumbnail.
Yeah.
That's
okay. So, looking at that complex, it looks totally different from Obama's complex when he had the kids in cages.
Would they wrap like burritos on the floor?
Yeah. They got actual beds, toilets, water. They probably have a chow hall in there.
Probably.
They just got to live out in the Everglades.
Let me find it. I'm going to find that picture. Let's see if they scrubbed the internet yet. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, mind you, this is Obama, everybody. This is not Trump. Y'all just saw Trump's. This is Barack Obama. What now?
Mm.
I mean, in terms of the level of humanity between these two facilities, this is more inhumane than Trump's.
Would you say so?
Alligator Alcatraz, yeah. I'd rather be in Alligator Alcatraz than Obama's detention center.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, y'all want to complain about what Trump had, but he gave them beds. You get a pillow. You get security. Even if it floods you off the floor.
And I think a lot of these people are getting it confused. It's just not any illegal immigrant. A non-violent illegal immigrant's not going to get sent to this place. Yeah. It's the violent ones, the drug dealers, the rapists, the murderers. Those guys. Those are the ones that are going to get sent there, as they should.
Oh, look, gymnastic mats on top of aluminum blankets. That's
Mm-hmm.
That's humane.
If it's not stereotypical, I don't know what to. You trying to tell me Hispanic kids inside of an aluminum foil looked and wrapped up like a burrito ain't racist? Obama was the most racist, claiming racist dude out there. This Negro put little Hispanic kids in a cage wrapped up in silver foil like he would if he went to one of them driving. What you call them? Them mobile Hispanic things. Come on now.
Food trucks.
A food truck. You got them kids wrapped up like a burrito from a food truck, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Wow.
Come on. But Trump's the racist, right? This is your Black Jesus that did this one. This is Black Jesus right here, everybody. Black Jesus.
Obama's legacy.
Obama's legacy. In case y'all think we're lying about it, okay, that it wasn't Obama, I'm going to show you again another picture with Obama's people walking through. Mr. Jeremiah Johnson, you know him, right? Y'all remember him? Here he is in the picture. Oh, look, it's those cages.
Oh, look
at the age. Look at the age, by the way, of the males that are in these cages. Those are kids, right?
Yeah, basically.
16 to 17-year-old boys. Okay. Yep. And you got them sitting on the floor in burrito wrappings. But Trump's the racist.
You said
right there.
16 to 17-year-old?
Right there.
Upper right, upper left-hand corner.
Top left.
Oh, okay. Oh, so those are the hot dogs and pizza they were talking about.
Yeah, maybe. Y'all need to get your facts straight when you talk about people, because the internet is forever. Now, mind you, Biden continued it too, by the way. Biden made this just as bad. So when y'all tried to show things that is untrue, even Telemundo had it shown. So even they were telling you that Obama did this. Okay? So don't come with your nonsense over here talking about how Trump is a racist when you got your Black Jesus doing the same thing to kids specifically. This one that Trump is doing in Florida is for adults. So I don't even know what you're trying to.
There's no equivalency to it. There's no equivalency to this.
None. No equivalent. 5,000 people that you can house in there. It's a pretty big facility, especially considering how much space you have in those cages. They're not small. Okay, they're not small. There are people who would die to have that are in prison right now. They got a better life right now than most prisoners. That's actually an upgrade to most jails. So I don't know what y'all talking about. That's messed up to me, that y'all can really think that this is something that you can die on a hill over. The fact of the matter is nothing to do with Alligator Alcatraz is immoral or unconstitutional. In fact, if it's not even against human decency, because they're giving them everything they need: food, water, shelter, and a sleeping arrangement.
Yep.
They're not robbed of anything. There are homeless people that get treated worse in California, by the way, too. Maybe the governor knew you might want to take some hints. In certain towns that you have 5,000 homeless people, build you one of these cages. Put them in there. I'm sure they'd be happy. You house homeless people in that kind of situation, I bet you'd be okay. Oh wait, you don't want to do that.
You remember that? You remember that prison in Arizona where they slept outside in tents?
Yeah, wasn't that what's his name? RP show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was worse than this.
Now
They was out in the heat. Niggas hot.
honestly, I think that's how jail should be. I don't think jail should be an appealing thing.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I think jail should be something that you don't want to go to, not one that you can be like, I can tolerate it. You shouldn't even want to go there. Jail or prison. You should just be like, breaking the law should be an unappealing thing.
Right.
Yep.
And if you break it and you go there, you should be kept there. But this situation that everyone's blowing up, I gotta find to see if there's any idiots talking ill about it, because that's what I gotta find out.
You know what? At least they'll be able to watch Telemundo and Sábado Gigante 24/7.
I'm gonna type in Alligator Auschwitz. That's gonna get me some good stuff. Let's see here. Prison without due process is a concentration camp. How do you think they got it? Anyway,
concentration camp is. Oh my gosh.
They're some weirdos. Okay. Here's a good. Okay, so I'm gonna share this page. This is good. This is some good stuff. This is how the left is responding to a lot of this thing with Mr. Champ. This is X. Okay, you'll find one. This is one of my favorites right here. Alligator Alcatraz, make America safe again.
Yes.
I like this.
Oh man,
this is a good one. Let's see here. Prison without due process is a concentration camp. Okay. I think we need to get Alligator Auschwitz trending tonight. I will not accept this for our country. Yeah, because that was totally the same thing. Hitler's camp, Trump's camp. I've seen several tweets comparing this Nazi Holocaust, saying things like this. This is how it begins. I teach Holocaust literature, so let me be clear. This isn't how it began. This is already stages along the way. I'm sure. Oh, look at that facility. Look, wow. That's like.
Wait, that's stone pattern?
That's clean. So many people are going to die here. Their bodies will be dumped in the swamp to hide the evidence. Yes, and they would have lost their life anyway climbing across the border. We will never know about it because they will lie and come. No, they told you the alligators are there just for that. They're not lying. Didn't they say that? I thought that's what they told you. How are they lying? You're all weird. History repeats. MAGA is the new Nazi. No, that's concrete and clear. No Cajun and dirty broke down beds. These are not. They're not the same. See? So they're not the same. Liberals' head exploding. Oh, they're protesting this now too?
Of course.
Of course.
Oh yeah, it's the new thing. It's the new thing to protest right now. Alligator Alcatraz.
They'll protest anything.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Looks like a luxury.
So hold on.
Yeah.
Is this Trump's camp or is this Trump's camp?
Yeah, which one?
Hold on.
Is it?
Hold on. Do you mean to tell me that the liberals might be lying?
Ooh.
One is a photo from Auschwitz. The other is from Florida. Okay, which one? They're not the same though. What?
No, not at all.
What are you talking about? That's a pretty fancy facility. What are you?
Very much so.
So how is this photo floating around that this belongs to Trump? Now, I will tell you, I have seen this camp in Washington State when it came to COVID.
That's a FEMA camp, isn't it?
I was going to
yes,
say.
it is a FEMA camp. In King County, they had pods like this, and they have laws that said, you know what? If you are quarantined, they're going to put you in places like this. This was in Washington.
So wouldn't that technically be Biden's camp
That would
versus
be Biden's camp.
Hitler's camp?
Yeah. Look.
Now, when they talk about putting these people in these camps without due process, these liberals are the same people that wanted people during COVID to go inside these FEMA camps without due process.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, can't make this up, people.
These people are weird, man. Cruelty at this point. Let me hear.
A concentration camp in the middle of a swamp in hurricane season was apparently a genius idea. This is what your tax dollars are funding. A privately run concentration camp tucked into the middle of the Everglades where people are being locked up and treated like criminals for simply trying to survive.
Wait.
No.
Treated like what?
Criminals, because they are criminals.
Yes.
Trying to survive by murdering. You know what? Why don't y'all liberals just house them? You got fancy homes. You got non-flooding areas. Just open your house and house one of them.
Yeah.
They won't.
What is keeping y'all from putting your money where your mouth is? Right? Y'all are so caring and so wonderful. I think Trump should pull up to your house and drop like 5 of them off at your door. You bet not reject them either.
Or you
You
go to
better
jail.
have a place for them and be happy
Yep.
because you say they're being treated like animals. Then treat them like gods if you want.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bet you won't do it though.
And now some of y'all are trying to rebrand it like it's a tourist attraction or the latest theme park. If
Who said that? We weren't doing that. We're just happy that you've created a spot for the illegals that are breaking the law to the point of violence.
Right.
We're not going to go tour it. That's for them to do. It's an attraction for them. Actually, it's an attraction for the alligators. The alligators are actually who it was made for, so they can swim by and see their next meal. I mean, what's wrong with that?
if you're looking for shock value, call it exactly what it is: a concentration camp in the Everglades.
Okay, we'll call it that. Let's just call it a concentration camp in the Everglades.
Yes.
Do something about it. I tell you what you could do, white liberal woman. You go down to Florida and break them out.
Matter of fact, go down to Florida, protest, and break them out. Because as we all know, these liberal protests don't work. They just get up there and protest and protest and protest and protest, and nothing ever changes. So go ahead and protest. It'll pass, and then they'll still get thrown in this Alcatraz.
You see, I would say they're paying her, but she's too retarded to take the money.
Stop feeding into the spectacle that Trump not only wants but enjoys. They are
Okay, can I ask a question, ladies out there? And be honest with me. Women, I want you to be honest with me, okay? Listen to my question. Am I seeing correctly that she is one of those people that should probably not be having her hairstyle like this? Am I seeing 5 heads, or am I lying to myself?
Five. Yeah. She's a 5 head.
There was a fight that took place. Y'all remember this MMA fight between these 2 ladies, and one of them got her forehead absolutely beat to a crap.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like her.
Yeah.
I see it.
Let me see if I can find it here. Oh yeah. Here it is. Here is who she looks like. Let me find a good view of it so I can show y'all. I really don't want to hear what she has to say anymore. But this one, y'all can tell me if I'm lying. Does she not look like the lady on the right? See?
Oh yeah, she sure
Same thing.
dang.
Same thing.
Lord have mercy.
Same.
Oh, that's that Polish fighter.
Yeah, she got the brakes beat off of her.
But you know what's funny about these liberals? They're complaining about these people going there. Okay. These people get 3 hots in a cot, government-funded healthcare, government-funded facility, paid for by the taxpayers. But you have a lot of American citizens that aren't breaking the law who don't get all these benefits right now. So you're complaining about these guys. Yeah, they got to go out there to the Everglades, but they're still being taken care of on the taxpayer dollar. But they're not going to be satisfied till they're out there on the street, committing crimes on the taxpayer dollar.
That part.
I tell you, some of these pictures that they got with the alligators and the hats, just beautiful. So, but I think we will make merch with the ones we got. I think we got a better one with the alligator in this uniform, and I think I'll make it work. I'll kind of hone it in a little bit better. But yeah, I think we're good to go with that. The problem here, guys, that we're encountering is that people really don't, at least today, and this is part of the education system issue. The current group of people that you see making the most noise are the ones that are part of the failed education system, where they don't know the law, they don't know the Constitution, and they don't know how to reason with anything. That's why you can't have a conversation with them. All they know are taglines. They have on repeat one video that's about 30 seconds long, and that's what keeps flipping over in their head. So to get them from that position to a place where they can listen to what you have to say, you will never, and I will repeat, you will never get them there. So that's why we say, don't try. Don't try to get them there. Ridicule them. Really, ridicule them. Because there's no other option. Either don't talk to them or ridicule. I don't see any other way, because they do not have the capacity to talk reasonably through anything. We've tried. You've seen us try. How many times we have a troll show up here and they always come with the same tired old lines, either Uncle Tom or a coon or sellouts or some stupid line like that. And then we'll ask them to flesh out their point of view. What happens next?
Crash out.
They crash out.
Yep, every time.
Which is why we go straight for the jugular, because you know what? You might as well start swinging first.
Yep.
Might as well start swinging first. Do you think other states are going to copy this?
I hope so.
You think Texas will?
There's a lot of land out there. You know, here in Arizona, you can definitely do it out here in the desert, like somewhere. Definitely. Deep in the desert.
I'd put one in Hurricane Alley if I were me in Louisiana. I'd put one right up Hurricane Alley.
I'd put one right in the Grand Canyon. Right in the Grand Canyon. Surrounded by whatever. You look it up, you can't see nothing. There ain't no escape.
Don't they got buffalo and bison out there? Just wild?
I don't know. Over here, there's a lot more wild horses where I'm at. But
they do rattlesnakes.
The snake alley.
Yeah, rattlesnakes, scorpions,
Alcatraz,
coyotes.
Ooh.
Snackatraz.
Snakeatraz. You put it around a freaking diamondback pit. And you try to get up out of there and you look down, you see all these damn rattlers.
Okay.
I ain't going.
Do you remember, I think it was Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage and what's his name? James Bond guy. Older. He was in Entrapment.
Sean Connery?
Sean Connery. The Rock.
Yeah.
You remember The Rock?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see them put a jail out in the middle of the freaking ocean. An old oil rig, just repurpose it for a prison. You commit the worst, that's where we're dropping you. You don't get no visitors and you can't run. That, oh yes. That's how I think they should do prison, real prison for like hardened criminals. If you want to do life,
what would that be like?
That's where you do life, is out there in the water.
In the middle of the Bermuda Triangle.
Man, too. What? Put you out there, I guarantee you sober up real quick.
And look, Marlon, you wouldn't even need no guards. You just drop them off. Just drop them off.
Airlift food.
Yep. Just drop it in, food and water every once in a while, and let them live out there.
What? Man, come on, bro.
That would be genius.
That would be genius. I'm surprised nobody pulled that off, judging how that movie went.
But that'd be scary for like if you like had like a pay-per-view and you kind of like streamed it and you had cameras and helicopters and showed them and it kind of zoomed in and you had hidden cameras everywhere and you can just tune into what's going on there on that oil rig island.
Didn't they have magnetic shoes on as well so they couldn't run?
No, that was a different movie, wasn't it?
I thought they had magnetic shoes where they would walk in and they had to lock them down.
Wasn't that with Sylvester Stallone, that one? I know which one you're talking about. Whenever there was lockdown, they used to flip magnetic switch and they all just sit there like.
Let me see here.
What if that's like a Demolition Man type of deal? Or
I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was with Sylvester Stallone, but I don't know. I might be wrong.
Let me see here. Let me see.
We can have our own Hunger Games all the time. Hey, you commit the most heinous crimes. Yeah, you go there.
The Disillusions, Frank Hummel was a rogue group of force marines, including loyal subordinates, steal 15 rocket-filled lethal VX gas from the neighbors. Next day, they sealed control of Alcatraz Island, taking tourists and hostage guards. That was then. It wasn't the Rock. It was another one. I think you know what I'm talking about. There was out in the ocean. Yeah. It wasn't the Rock.
I remember what you're talking about, where they had the magnetic boots on.
Yes.
and they hit that switch whenever they start fighting. They
They just lock it down, and you just fell straight to your back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jay's on it. He's Asian. They find everything.
Lock up.
Secret 8. Lock up. I think that might be it. You mix those two movies, Isolated, Lockdown Boots, and you don't get nowhere. You don't know nobody talking to you.
Oh, no, wait.
No,
it's Face Off.
That's what it was. Oh, yes, it was Face Off. Yes, it was Face Off.
And then, you know what you throw in there, too? A little bit of Soylent Green.
Oh, man.
Where they just get a little gelatin protein thing.
That's what it was. Face Off. There it is. Face Off. Yep.
And the Soylent Green is the ones that try to escape. So they just break them down and make them into these
I'm just surprised that with Hollywood making all those movies, they don't come up with that to the government and say, hey, y'all should do this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Face Off was amazing. Yeah. Face Off was amazing. No, Face Off wasn't on a plane. Con Air was.
Yeah.
Con Air was.
Both had Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, and both had And man, look, we could mix nearly every one of those prison movies and just incorporate it into one thought process. I would love to see that. But they won't do it because humanitarianism and the human rights and all that stuff. I figure if you violated human rights by killing somebody, you've forfeited your human right.
Yeah.
I thought that was the case, though. That's
not anymore.
Wow.
Not anymore.
Yeah, wow. Because we had the ACLU and all that stuff, man.
Yeah. Anyway, Alligator Alcatraz, boy. Tell you that has to be like the best name for any facility I've ever heard. Like honestly,
that was name it. It's a principle that counts.
And the fact that they made it work, that's even more mentally awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just here for the meltdowns. That's all I'm telling you. I'm here for the meltdowns. I'm happy that they're getting mad. If you're out there and you're mad at this, stay mad and please post your anger all over internet.
We want to hear it.
What? Bro. What?
Yeah.
Man, I want to laugh.
I think all this will pass over, man. Once they start housing that place, you won't hear about it anymore because I think it'll just go quiet. They'll just start taking them there, and eventually it'll go quiet. And people, all these liberals up here, all virtue signaling about this place, they'll stop talking about it. They'll just move on to the next thing.
That part.
Trump ate his chicken with a fork. Oh my God, Trump ate his chicken with a fork and ketchup. Or something else. It's always something.
I'm looking to see if there's any more liberals getting mad on TikTok. I don't see any.
I don't know. I don't see a lot of liberal content, man. I think TikTok's on this last. I think it's running on fumes right now. They're grasping.
They are
straws, Well,
they're
grasping right now, man.
The latest thing is a bunch of people coming out in support of Zoran Mamdani,
the socialists,
and Sharia guy.
Yeah, and Sharia and commie. And dirty, nasty communists.
Yeah, well, I don't see them melting out as much as I thought they would. But it might also be because my feed has finally gone to the full side of the right. And it took me forever for that to happen. So I have to hunt for lefties, but I'm not going to do that because if I do that, then they'll find my page.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing that. I'm so not doing that. I'm good. I don't want to have no parts of y'all on my... It's finally peaceful on my TikTok. And that's where I think I want to keep it, is in that realm of calm.
Same here.
Yeah. So like we said, Friday, we won't be on. Enjoy your 4th of July. Party like a rock star, whatever you got to do.
Eat all the barbecue.
And eat the barbecue, laugh at a liberal. Call a liberal friend up and tell them that you are celebrating 4th of July because they don't want you doing it this year because America is no longer free. I don't know where they got that from, but they're free enough to say that it's not free. So apparently it is pretty free. Enjoy 4th of July. I will be back in the morning with Straight Talk. If you haven't caught our Too Strong yet, we were right about Diddy, by the way, him not getting the book completely thrown at him.
I had
we told y'all that they didn't have enough evidence to put him away for life. We were right. The only thing we hit zero on was him getting bond. He didn't get bond. So, but that's a small thing to be wrong on. So his sentencing is set for October, I believe.
Oh, of
And,
course.
Is
yeah,
he going to be chilling at
October.
home in the meantime? Or...
Nope, he's back
No?
in jail.
Ah.
Nope, back in jail. And we're thinking about doing something for that October thing, possibly, covering it a different way, possibly. So if that happens, we'll let you guys know. But until then, you guys have anything else to announce? Anything?
Oh,
we were making merchandise with this alligator thing, by the way.
yeah. And there's this thing going around where conservatives are reporting to that ICE app, whatever it is that's out there. So conservatives are flipping it and actually reporting people with that
Interesting.
app. I forget what it's called.
Really?
I just kind of glanced over it today.
That is interesting.
Yeah. Whatever that app that they had out there that Biden and all them were using, and they were promoting, like trying to warn illegals of ICE stuff or whatever. ICE was coming. Now they got conservatives are out there actually flipping it and reporting people.
That is interesting.
I wouldn't have seen that one coming.
Yeah, neither do I.
Interesting.
Very
Hey,
interesting
look, I
stuff.
can't get mad. And do what you gotta do, man. Right?
Yeah.
And that what we say? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So
Do what you got to do.
I do have to say happy 250th birthday, America.
50?
Now, mind you, this is a pivotal year, right? This is a pivotal
absolutely.
year.
I believe so.
Is it the 50th or the 49th?
250th.
I think it's 50th. Yeah, it's a big one. This is the milestone that most nations reach and start to die at or fully die at. So it's a pretty big milestone.
That's why I was telling Marlon backstage that I think something big is going to happen on 4th of July. Trump's already got a big announcement, but I really believe that something's going to shake up America in a good way. And just, whatever happens, keep your spirits high. I think it's going to be good for all of us. And this 250th, as they stated, starts Friday and it's supposed to go all the way until next July. And they're having that big carnival or that fair, that American fair and all that stuff. So there's going to be a lot of stuff going on, man. And happy, as Jay stated, happy birthday, America.
That's right.
America. Happy birthday. It's 250. 250. Like South Park like to say.
Quarter of a millennium?
Or all hell can break.
It could.
Aliens come and just start zapping us away. And
if that's the case, find your closest country song and start playing like you did in Mars Invades. Mars Attacks. Yeah. And watch them head to explode. Play Beyonce's country music. That will definitely run them off. Trust me.
This ain't
Texas.
That'd definitely get us zapped. This
ain't Texas.
Oh my God.
They get zapped and gone. They're going to be gone.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, y'all have a grand rest of the day. We'll see y'all tomorrow. When we put up our Alcatraz merch, please at least share it if you're not going to buy it. Share it on your platform so people who wants to have that stuff walking around the towns can have it. We look forward to y'all sharing our stuff as much as possible. Mr. Lee.
Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys Monday. Happy 4th.